Breaking news, you will be shocked, my wonderful people. After Atiku picked Wike as running mate, despite recommendation, pressure now mounts on Atiku to dump Wike for demolishing Port Harcourt Mosque. That's from our Muslim brothers and sisters from the north telling Atiku that they will not vote for him. Okay, they will not vote for him if Wike is his running mate. So you can imagine the pressure is on. Apparently, they said Wike at some point demolished Port Harcourt Mosque, and they are still, aggrieved. Okay, unforgiveness is out of the show, or whatever Wike did was very offensive to them, and so he can never be vice president, or they will not vote for Atiku. So this is exactly what is going on right now. In case you're not aware, Atiku has picked Wike as his running mate. However, some people are saying he cannot use Wike. Why? Because they said he demolished Port Harcourt Mosque. Let's get all the details. Despite party recommendation, pressure mounts on Atiku to dump Wike for demolishing Port Harcourt Mosque. Not be smart enough. Despite coming first in a list of 3 key recommendations submitted to the main opposition flag bearer, the River State governor choice were blemished by allegations that an unfair, tarnished Muslim group in his state have begun to say against him. They said in Port Harcourt when he demolished a mosque in 2019, and so for that reason he cannot become Atiku's running mate. Mr. Wike strongly denies the allegation which surfaced that August, saying he had only demolished structures erected without permission from the town planning office. An additional investigation conducted by other groups, including a northern Islamic body, collaborated the governor's assertion that no mosque were demolished in Port Harcourt or its fair area in Nigeria's oil-rich Delta region. Mr. Wike adversaries downplay the veracity of their claim against him in the protest to Mr. Abubakar, hanging their objection instead on how steps the rumor has proceeded. According to the peoples familiar with the matter, they are not sure if he was able to run a campaign in the north without being asked about the mosque affair. A source familiar with the deliberation told People Glacier on Wednesday afternoon. They are saying the story acceptance is not the issue at the point. It has gotten beyond whether it is true or false. Mr. Wike did not immediately return a request seeking comment about whether or not he had been asked by Mr. Abubakar to clarify on this matter his allegation disrespect for the northern Muslims who considered a large chunk of Nigerian electorate from the north. Mr. Abubakar could not also be reached for comment when our correspondent called to find out what his words are on this regards. Our source spoke under anonymity because they are still playing official role in the opposition party. Mr. Wike as suggested as the best candidate to pair with Atiku in the next year's presidential election, following a review by a panel of politicians, elected officers in the People Democratic Party. He came first during the appraisal against Governor Ifeanyi of Delta and Governor Udu Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom second and third respectively. So Wike came first, yes. And rightly, the result has shown that. However, these things did not quite stand. So things are turning from bad to worse because the northern Muslims feel very strongly that Wike did not respect the mosque. However, that matter at that point in time, if you remember very well, we brought you up to speed on that matter, that Wike did some demolitions in Port Harcourt. Okay, well, guess what? Wike said he did not demolish mosque. What he demolished were structures without town planning, and so people just build things anyhow, and so we could demolish some. Okay, we could demolish some things in Port Harcourt, but a mosque, he did not go there with the intent to demolish the mosque because he did not respect the Muslim brothers and sisters. That was not the point. That was not the point at all. However, these things have, they've turned the other way, and things are quite different. So to say, things are quite different. So Wike did not say, he did not go there to demolish mosque to prove to Muslims that he is the Wike. No, so that was never the plan, or that was never how things were or how things went. What happened was, structures. There were some structures in River State that did not quite have, building, or they were not no town planning permit. Okay, these things were just put there and what have you. So those were the things, so that River State can look, nice. People will just go there when they see people will still sell land. Okay, they will just go there and they will sell land that does not belong to them. Okay, so these are part of the things that have gone on, and they are holding Wike responsible. Okay, we are holding Wike responsible for standing up and for saying, River State, everywhere must be looking nice and good. So for that reason, some people are holding him responsible and saying, "Oh, he did this to Muslims. He did that. He cannot be a running mate." And the thing. Some of our Muslim brothers and sisters, they don't even verify the story. Once they hear something, they just speak it and start running. They will not verify to say, "Oh, what did he say? Oh, is it correct? Is it true? Has it been investigated? Is it certain that this is what it is?" They will just start running. They've not investigated though. They've not investigated. There was no investigation to ascertain. They've not asked a second time. But the fact that they heard the rumor, that person has become, wisdom is profitable to direct. Wike has been, he has denied that there was no such thing. However, that is becoming a real point of concern, okay, for Atiku to think about. Well, my people, elections are fast approaching, and everybody's doing everything they can, to ensure that they are the ones, okay, they are the ones who become leaders. So these are, things responsible for the way things are at the moment. Our very own brother on the other side is still considering. There is still the consideration of Malami. Malami, who is a sick person. Malami is sick. That guy no way upstairs. There's still the consideration of Malami. Buhari's governor. Okay, Buhari's governor is still part of the consideration. So there are still people, who are looking at these things. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.